Okay, dear students, welcome to all of you in the first lecture of the microprocessor subject. In this lecture, we will study about the objective, scope, and outcome of the microprocessor subject. As we know, that microprocessor is the very important subject and it is the important part of the computer system. Without the microprocessor, computer cannot be run. It is the most important part of the computer architecture. It has the input and output devices. Since the initiation of the microprocessor, initially microprocessor started in the 1970 after the development of the semiconductor technology, and in the last 50 years there is a tremendous development in the microprocessor. Initially, first microprocessor that is systematic available is the 8085 microprocessor. That is the basic microprocessor that we will also study about the 8085 microprocessor in this subject. After that, several development carry on in the field of microprocessor. These are there is a 8086 microprocessor, 80286, 386, 486, 586. There are the several microprocessors developed. Like we can see that initially 8085, after that 8086, after that there is a development of the 80286, after that 80386, 80486, 586. Then there is a microprocessors of the Pentium series like P1, P2, P3, P4. These are the Pentium 1, 2, 3, 4 microprocessor. After that, dual core microprocessor developed, and presently we are seeing the i3, i5, i7, and i9 microprocessors. That is the journey of the microprocessor. In all these microprocessors, memory increases, speed increases, there is several developments. Microprocessor definition, we can say it is a simple chip or IC that can fetch the instructions from memory, decode and execute them, and give the result. We can see that basically there is a microprocessor that is connected with the memory, that is the microprocessor. It is connected with the memory and input output devices. So throughout the chapter, we will see that is a link between the microprocessor and memory, and microprocessor and the input output devices. Now, the question is, what is the microcontroller? What is the basic difference in the microprocessor and microcontroller? So we can say that microprocessor is used for the large devices, to control the large devices, while the microcontroller is used to control for the specific task, like alarm of the washing machine, different type of toys. Because microprocessor is a costlier devices that has the cost of 10 to 15,000 rupees, but if we want to control a very small or miniature task, then we can use the microcontroller there. So initially our basic microcontroller is the 8051 microcontroller. That is the basic microcontroller. In this chapter, we will study about the basic 8051 microcontroller and 8085 microprocessor. Now, what is the need of a microprocessor? Microprocessor is basically like a human brain. As human brain take all the decisions, in the similar manner, microprocessor can be programmed according to the desired task. Whatever we want, we can program the microprocessor. The program is the important task, and we can program the microprocessor according to according to the desired task. Example, like the buildings, we make the building with the help of the bricks से हम किसी बिल्डिंग को बनाते हैं, but we can brick is like a instruction, and we can use the bricks to make any shape of the building. In the similar manner, instructions are used in the microprocessor. Microprocessor have the several instructions that are used to make the program and to achieve the desired task. Now, what is the objective of this course? अगर हम इस माइक्रोप्रोसेसर के कोर्स को पढ़ेंगे तो हमारा व्हाट इज द एम, हम इसको पढ़ने के बाद हमारा क्या एम है कि हम क्या क्या लर्न करेंगे. तो देर आर द सम ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, लाइक we will understand the internal organization of the 8085 microprocessor and 8051 microcontroller. दोनों का internal architecture we will study. What is the embedded system? That is the presently widely used, that is the combination of the software hardware. We will also study about the embedded systems. And what is the role of microcontrollers in the embedded system. We also see the interfacing, how the microprocessor can be interfaced with the memory and input output device. इनसे माइक्रोप्रोसेसर को किस तरह से इंटरफेस किया जा सकता है. Input output device means, suppose we want to connect the keyboard with the microprocessor, we want to connect any output device like the any motor we want to control with the help of microprocessor. And programming languages, assembly language, basic programming of the microcontroller that we will, and microprocessor that we will also learn. So after these are our objective, and after study this subject, we will be able to understand the 8-bit microprocessor architecture of the 8085, 8-bit microcontroller architecture, 8051 microcontroller, basic embedded system kya, what is the importance of the embedded system and role of microcontroller in the embedded system, basic instructions used in the 8085 and 8051 microcontrollers, memory and input output interfacing, and external interface devices. So we will learn these things. It will be the outcome. Now, scope microprocessor have the wide scope because several things are used in the microprocessor. It can be used for the purpose of the several device controlling. So some field that are the used with the help of the microprocessor are the instrumentation, because there are the several instruments like the frequency generator, frequency counter, function generator, and spectrum analyzer, medical instruments like the, we can say, the ECG analyzer, ECG, EEG analyzer, ventilators. All these medical equipment use the suitable microprocessor or microcontroller. We can also use for controlling purpose in the home appliances like the microwave ovens, washing machine. These can also use the microcontrollers to control the physical parameters like temperature, pressure, flow, communication, like in the telephone communication, telephone exchanges, we can use the microprocessor. These are also used in the television, satellite communication, office automation. We can use the microcomputers for different softwares, and also for the printing purpose we can, publication machines, we can use the microprocessors. Consumer appliances like the calculator, accounting system, games and machines, complex industrial controllers, traffic light control system, data acquisition system, that is also called the DAS, and multi-user, multi-function environment, military appliances and weapons designing and controlling, communication system. So we can say there can be wider or several applications of the microcontroller, and these are the important in the computer. Without microprocessor we cannot think about the computer. So, in this manner, it is a very interesting subject and very important subject, because in the present scenario, we are controlling all the things, all the device with the help of the computer, and computer is the, have the important part, that is the microprocessor. So we will study about the microprocessor in throughout the chapter, in the architecture, programming, and about the microcontroller idea, some project how can be developed with the microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay, thanks.